Listen, I know that I skipped a week, but I was waiting on this background to come in, okay? Look, just don't, let me get my groove. Let me get in my groove. But because I skipped last Woo Child, I'm going to do more than one letter, okay? More than one letter to make up for, the absence of last week. So let's just get on in here. Let's do this. We're going to start with this one. The title of this one is I Snooped. I shouldn't have, but I did. I looked at some messages in my boyfriend's phone recently because I had a bad feeling in my gut. I found that he was hitting someone up for cocaine one night, and he lied straight to my face, not knowing that I knew. He knows how I feel about that type of thing because my sister died of a drug overdose 18 years ago. We have been dating for 4 years and are professionals in our early 40s. Both of us have been divorced before and have a child from those marriages. It leads me to wonder what he has lied to me about in the past. I'm trying to move forward, but I'm having difficulty. It just scares me because I thought we both knew what we wanted for our futures. Ma'am, cocaine? So here's the thing. When it gets to a point where you are suspicious enough or concerned enough or you just have a feeling that something is going on, that is usually the first sign of some bullshit coming, okay? And I say that because, especially if you're not somebody who just feels that way, normally. Like, there are some people that are always suspicious and always think people doing stuff. If you're somebody that normally is very trustful of this partner and this happens, sometimes, now snooping is never, you go looking for something, as my grandmother would say, you're going to find it, okay? Anytime that you go looking for things, more than likely you're going to find something. And the problem with doing it that way is now what do you do with that information? Because now you got to come forward and say, okay, yes, I was snooping, but you never want to start off that way. But with this situation, cocaine is that's a big deal, okay? Girl. Pretending like that did not happen is not going to be helpful to you, okay? Especially with you having somebody in your life who had a drug problem before, who overdosed from said drug problem, you know how this progresses or how it can progress. Now, are there functioning coke addicts out there? Yeah, there are. A lot of CEOs are out here functioning and doing coke. But there are also a whole lot more people that are not functioning. And with you already having a background, this is something that you need to say something about. Yeah, you were snooping, shouldn't have been doing that, but here's the thing. If this progresses into a worser problem, it's going to be a lot harder. So I would definitely say you need to have a conversation with him, and you're just going to have to come out into the open about your snooping. But pretending that this isn't going on when you know that he's doing coke and you don't know to what extent, and I would stick specifically to the coke, okay, because I can see how it would make you feel like, okay, maybe he's lying about other stuff, but you don't know that. So I would have a conversation with him about what I know, which is you went out to get coke on a night and lied to me about it. And what my past is with drug addiction and how I feel about that. So I would stick with that. Going into all of this spiral about what he could be, how he might be, is going to drive you crazy. And it really doesn't matter. The core issue is that he is doing coke. And that's a big ass problem, okay? You need to talk to him about that. Y'all need to have a conversation. And you're just going to have to take them shots for snooping because, of course, that's exactly what's going on. Oh, you went through my phone, that's exactly what is going to be the first thing. You're just going to have to take that. Just going to have to take it. But the bigger issue is the coke. You need, girl, talk to him about that. I'm going to do this one just because the answer going to be real short and sweet, okay? This is a 16-year-old male writing this. Would you be upset if your 16-year-old son got asked out on his first ever date by a 32-year-old woman and she invited him to her house after the date to spend the night? Would you let him go on the date into her house or not? Shit, no. And I would beat her ass. Let me tell you something, okay? And this is one of my pet peeves about kids being molested and taken advantage of. When it's a girl, we all up in arms. We ready to prosecute. We ready to throw him in jail. We hoping that Big Bubba and them get a hold to him. All of those things. When it's a boy with an older woman, because of the way that we look at sex with men and males, it just looks, it gets treated differently with other people. Okay? Not with me. If I found out that a 32-year-old woman was trying to holler at my 16-year-old son, he's not going on the date, obviously, but I'm going to whoop her ass. I'm going to whoop her ass. I'm going to whoop her ass for new and old. I'm going to whoop her ass for him, okay, which is new, and old because this is probably not new behavior for her, okay? There is nothing that a 32-year, I'm 35, okay, and I can tell you right now, there is nothing that a 16-year-old can do for me. They're annoying. Oh my God. They're children, and anybody who doesn't look at a 16-year-old at the age of 32 and doesn't see a child, they have a problem. So, no, that was an easy one. That was a quick one. And the last one, I'm going to do 3 because I skipped last week. The last one, this one is concerning. The title of it is My Boyfriend's Obsession with Tracking My Location. Not good. We always share our locations with each other through the Snapchat map. I don't use Snapchat, so I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. You can keep up with people through Snapchat. Learn something new. And one day he gave me his Apple Watch as a gift. It was his watch, not a brand new one. I accepted it because he already unlinked it from his phone and renamed it as my name. I was happy with it, but I had a feeling that he's tracking me with it. So I never left the house with it on. Not that I have anything to hide, and I was already sharing my location with him through Snapchat map. I just needed to be sure that this is a genuine gift and not a tracking method. Until one day I was messing with the watch settings and bam, sharing location with, and it showed up his number. I took a picture of that screen and asked him, "What's this?" He said, "I don't know, it must be from that one time you sent me your location." I don't remember ever sharing my location with him outside of Snapchat. Anyways, I disabled it and didn't say anything. I just acted dumb to see where this is going, and he brushed it off too. Fast forward 5 months and we had an argument about something unrelated, and he stopped talking to me for a few days, like completely ignoring me. I had to reinstall my Snapchat app because it was lagging, and when you uninstall the app you have to enable the location sharing again, which obviously I forgot because we weren't talking in the first place. He noticed and took down his location too without asking me why I disabled mine. He assumed I took it down to make him mad. A few hours later, he requested my location and I denied it because I saw no point anymore since he would rather assume than communicate. I felt like he didn't trust me. That's when he blew up and said some real hurtful things, and that taking off my location is humiliating, and broke up with me. And told me that he could track me down if he really wanted to without the need of this Snapchat thing. Girl. When I asked him why he wanted my location back, he said something along the lines of, "Because I like being in control," in all caps. Girl. Whew. I told him he's overreacting and it's not a reason to break up over. I enabled my location back and he calmed down and apologized for overreacting and shared his location back with me. This probably needs its own post, but I'll just lay it here since we're at it and it's about him. I'm going to leave for a master's degree abroad, and I have a feeling that he'll break up with me because of it. It will be 1.5 years of long distance because he mentioned it in the argument too. He said, "So prove your love and reject the scholarship." Girl! His plan is to get married and we both go study our masters abroad together. But I applied to a scholarship and he got really mad and said that it won't work long distance and that I ruined his plans and that he saved all that money for nothing. The reason I applied is that I didn't want to miss the opportunity since I have rejected so many job offers abroad for him in the past, and we almost broke up after a while, and I kind of regretted rejecting them since I rejected them for him, and then we almost broke up and I felt like I was left with neither the job abroad nor him. So I didn't want to make the same mistake twice. When I get an opportunity, I will go and get it if I can. I don't know what to think of all of this. I need an outsider's opinion. Is this normal? Girl, no. No, it isn't. No, ma'am. And if you marry him, your life is going to be horrific. Listen, he is absolutely right. When he told you that the reason why he does this is because he likes to be in control, he is 100% telling you the truth. And that control is going to feather out into all facets of your life with him. the fact that instead of him being proud of you for getting a scholarship, and instead of him being like, oh my God, like that's amazing, yes, it's inconvenient for him. Yes, it would probably be hurtful for him to see you, you know, leave and go abroad and he's here. But that, him being your boyfriend, and y'all sound young, because let me tell you something, again, I'm 35, I know what Snapchat is, but all of these little features and stuff, I don't really use it. So like, I feel like y'all are young. And talking about going to get a master's degree, usually people do that kind of early 20s, so y'all sound very young. But he should be wanting to see you better yourself. If you're somebody that he's saying that he can see himself marrying, y'all both benefit from you furthering your education, having these opportunities, coming back to the States and getting a very good job that enables y'all to live a comfortable life together, if that was the plan, okay? He wants to be controlled. He wants to be in control of everything that you do. He wants to know where you are. He wants to not have you go and do anything without him. He wants you to wait until both of you can go abroad. If you got free, but let me tell you something, I am still paying on grad school. All right, that really irritated me because, girl, grad school is expensive, and you got a scholarship and an opportunity to study abroad. That is amazing. And the fact that he has guilted you into giving up things before other opportunities tells me that this is just the beginning stages of a very abusive and controlling relationship. If you marry him, the levels of control, you think this bad? You think him getting all upset and trying to break up with you about a location setting in an app, or being upset because you got an opportunity, if you think that that is the top of this, you're insane. It's going to get so much worse. You need to get out. Get out. Go abroad. And when you go abroad and you're studying in this master's program, what he's probably afraid of is that you're going to realize that you're too good for him. Okay, he is afraid that you're gonna realize, like, why am I dealing with this? I am the shit. Why am I even? That's what he's afraid of. That's why he don't want you to go. So you absolutely need to go. You are young, as again it sounds, and this is the perfect time for you to be doing these things. And you're gonna give them up for a relationship that may or may not last, and for somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart, girl, no, no, ma'am, don't do that. Now I'm not gonna tell you to break up with him. I'm not even gonna, because that, even with me saying all of what I have said, you obviously care about this person. So that would not even be something that I would tell you to do. What I would say is that you don't need to give up this opportunity and let the chips fall where they may. If he cannot handle you having the success that you have and trying to better yourself and having this amazing opportunity, and he breaks up with you, then okay, so be it. But you do not want to base your life around him when he is showing you all of it. The girl, is so many red flags, I can't even see any other color. Okay, just red everywhere. Do not do that. Bad idea. Horrible idea. Terrible idea. Don't do that. So yeah, so those were my, picks for Woo Chow Wednesday this week. If you want one of your own issues to be, like I said, I got you, your anonymity. We're not going to put you out there. If you would like for me to discuss or something in specific, you can either leave a comment down below. Again, I know how people don't want their stuff attached to their YouTube name. So if you would like for it to be even more anonymous, I did create a Gmail account. Couldn't get it out, girl. Gmail account where you can send me in questions, you can send me in scenarios, whatever it is that you want, and I will discuss it from the perspective of a therapist, but also just my personal opinion, girl. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my new background, girl. Amazon, I have got rid of my Prime, and I get it. I know it's because of Corona, and I know that's why the shipping is slower, but I pay per Prime specifically for shipping. And so since the shipping isn't working, I don't want it. So I had to go ahead and let it go. Because this took way longer. It was supposed to be here in time for me to do the video, and it wasn't. But should not be any holdups next week. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.